That's hard to get used to. A problematic neighbor calls me and goes left field.
Appalachian sunrise.
Good morning, you guys. I'm making breakfast right now. I just popped some sweet potatoes in the oven. I'm about to make this beef bacon. So we got this beef bacon from a local market in our area. And this is going to be our first time trying beef bacon. I've been wanting to try it and we finally got our hands on it. So I hope it's good. I mean, the girls love bacon. So I hope when they try this, they love it just as much, you know what I mean, as pork bacon. Because this will definitely be the new bacon that I will start buying because we love beef. This kitchen, you guys, like every single time I'm in this kitchen doing anything, I am like sweating and hot and just ugh. These old ancient ovens make this kitchen so hot, like that's hard to get used to. That is very hard to get used to. That's another reason why I can't wait for this kitchen renovation. Get some new appliances. Energy efficient appliances. And the amount of times we've left this oven on, you guys, overnight is quite ridiculous. Me and Jeremy are anticipating our bill being like $1,000. It's just the style of the oven. It's easy to forget that it's on because there's no lights. Like once it reaches that temperature, the lights cut off. So you forget that it's on based on how it looks, you know, especially once you take your food out of the oven, the buzzer, you turn the buzzer off, and by that time you forgot to turn it off. And we've done that like at least 4 times this month. It smells like bacon, but like you could also smell like the beef in it, and then this is a lot thicker, so we'll see. I wonder, do I have to season it? You know what I mean? Well, no, because bacon, that's the whole point of bacon. It's salted. It's brine, right? What are the ingredients? So oh, this has brown sugar in it. Oh, man. I forgot to read the ingredients when I bought this. That's a bummer. It has brown sugar. I do not like to buy anything, honestly, with sugar in it. That's just one of the big things I do when I'm, you know, shopping for groceries is check the ingredients, and sugar is always a no for us. Because by the time you bought all of your staples and all of your grocery items and every single thing has sugar in it, then you know what? When you're eating that stuff throughout the week, all you're doing is consuming loads of sugar. So I recommend that. If you guys are not the type of shopper to check the ingredients, at least to start checking the ingredients and eliminate the sugar out of those things. You'll be surprised how many things have sugar. It's quite crazy. And sad. Like the most unnecessary things have sugar. Like what's an example? What's an example, you guys? Dang, I can't think of anything right now. Maybe like a can of tomato, you know, a can of tomato paste or tomato sauce. It's like tomatoes, especially tomato paste, like tomatoes have a natural sweetness to them. So it's like, why do we need to add sugar to those things? You know, we just want tomato, right? Like, so yeah. I can't think of a better example, but just know when you start really checking for sugar in ingredients, you'll be like, why? Why is sugar in this? Here's our bacon. Can you see it? I'm gonna make scrambled eggs for Jeremy and the girls, and then I'm gonna make myself a fried egg because I'm in the mood for some yolk, you know. And Jeremy's not a fan of yolk, runny yolk, that is. And of course, I got a shell in here. I need to drink my lemon water before I start drinking any coffee. And as you see, we're still drinking out of water bottles. I believe this week or next week, we're supposed to have someone install a water filter because our water well is not necessarily up to par, which is why we've been drinking bottled water. And I'm absolutely tired of buying water bottles. And then I just feel like I'm going backwards by consuming this plasticky water, you know? Hi, everything. Time for some coffee. Check it out, y'all. We just got a ladder delivered. Jeremy got a ladder.
I got a ladder. Since everybody wanted to say stuff about my ladder, hurt my ladder's feelings and stuff, I had to get something else, you know what I mean? Y'all was talking bad about my ladder, so I got a new one, man.
Good, finally. It's about time.
You're welcome, y'all.
Dang it.
What?
Too frothy. Already a lot of big emotions this morning because we did not get good sleep. Everybody wanted to lay in our beds, so we let them. So all 5 of us in a bed, just not the most comfortable setup. We have a king-size bed, but still, it's not that big, you know what I mean? Gia was like up at 2 in the morning. She had the hiccups for like 30 minutes, so she kept me up. And then she's over here trying to talk to Seda. Seda's like knocked out, but she's arms, legs thrown all over everybody. So she's like waking and disturbing Seda. Jeremy's snoring. Like, it was just like a hot mess. Just a hot mess. I woke up so hot. It always sounds like a cute and a good idea when you want to, you know, have the whole family sleep in the bed, but it ends up not working out. And I feel like that's why Gia is not happy this morning, because she did not get enough rest. What about you? Did you? I know you're hungry, honey. I'm working on it, okay?
Huh?
I don't make you guys any food. You guys are supposed to eat cereal. Yeah, I gotcha.
You all the thanks and all the glory, Father God. So kind of harmless, Father God. In Jesus' almighty name we pray.
Amen. Well, Gia's over here just
I know,
snacking away.
I heard her too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, at all places to drop our ladder off at.
I know. So, you guys know the ladder, right? That got dropped off this morning. Well, before it made it to our house, it went to the neighbor's house. What's his name again?
You don't say his name.
No. The name I had for him. The problematic neighbor. Okay? You guys will know what I'm talking about once you see the clip that's gonna follow. But the ladder got dropped off at his house, and right now Jeremy just said, of all the houses to drop the ladder off to, he dropped it off at that house. But we're gonna show you guys a little clip of what happened days prior. So roll the tape. If you're a real one and you've been rocking with us since we first moved to Ohio, even before we started living in our new home, you know that we have this one neighbor who was problematic. We'll just put it as that. Was problematic because of a property line issue, right? So that we talked about that, I think very, very briefly. But this man has struck again. He's struck again, you guys. And me and Jeremy are just gonna share to y'all what just occurred on this Wednesday morning that kind of just threw us. Like, our whole day is kind of just all thrown off. This morning around, I don't know, maybe 10 o'clock or so, the girls were in this living room area that I'm in right now, and they started saying, "Mommy, Daddy, the neighbors are burning again. We can smell it, we can smell it." And I'm just like, you know, me and Jeremy are like, "Did we leave the windows open?" Like, "No, the windows are closed." I'm like, "I didn't open the window." Jeremy's like, "He didn't open the window." So he comes back here, and sure enough, he sees that they are indeed burning, you know, their burn pile. And so, you know, we're in the country, right? Everybody burns. We have some piles that are waiting to be burned. Like, I get it. It's just part of the territory. But this man, for I want to say like the third time now, has had his gardeners that he hires to burn their burn pile right next to our home. So their property line, you guys aren't going to be able to see because this camera does not zoom, but I had to darken it a little bit so you guys can see. So right here is literally their burn pile. Can y'all see that? That's their burn pile. Right there is literally their burn pile, right? So close, such a great view. Like, to me, it's very ridiculous, right? Super close, right? Like parallel, adjacent to our home. And today the wind is blowing pretty strong. Like the trees are out there just blowing, you know? And it so happens that the wind is blowing toward our home from the direction of the burn pile to our home. So we're seeing this, and it's irritating as is that they're burning so close, let alone it being so windy, the wind blowing this way. And then we have these pine trees, which we've learned are highly flammable. Not only is it just a hazard, but it's frustrating because we get all the smoke in our house. The very first time this happened and they started burning, we had all of our windows open. This man's gardeners started burning that pile. All that smoke was in our house. And it sucks for us because we don't have any windows in the front of the house, right? And that day in particular, the wind was blowing from front to back. Even if we like wanted to open the windows in the back to let the air kind of like circulate out, it wasn't gonna happen because we don't have any windows in the front. All of our windows are in the back. The only front windows we have are upstairs, and it's like 2 of those. So literally all of that smoke was stuck inside of our house. And that I have asthma. My asthma is triggered by toxic elements in the air. It was bad, it was frustrating, it was annoying because as a neighbor, you know, common courtesy is like, "Hey, I'm gonna burn this pile right next to your house. Here's a little heads up," you know. So we didn't get that. So Jeremy ended up stop. So Jeremy texted him that same day like, "Hey, your gardeners are here burning. Like, let us give us a courtesy. Would you stop?"
We were just courtesy, bare minimum courtesy, so we could at least close our windows when you're gonna burn right next to our house, right? They said they would give us a courtesy. Did we get a courtesy like the next 2 times after? No, we didn't. Thank God our windows were closed. So today, before the burn happened, right? Jeremy gets a text from our problematic neighbor. That's gonna be his name. Jeremy gets a text from him and he says, hey Jeremy, I'm gonna have my gardeners come on Saturday. They're gonna do a burn on Saturday. Just a heads up. And Jeremy was like, oh, thank you so much. Like I really appreciate that for the heads up, you know? Because we hadn't gotten that before. But then
20 minutes later,
smoke.
Shani's like, are you cooking something? I'm like, no. And then the girls, they're like, Daddy, there's a fire over here. So I look, of course, dude's right here, right next to our property line burning.
That's it?
Okay. I'm upset. So anyways, I text him, I said, hey mate, your guys are here burning right now. Like what's up? He said, oh, you know, I keep telling these guys courtesy, I apologize. I said, hey, I was like, can you just have them burn away from the property line? Question mark. I was like, you have more land than us, and I'm sure your house is not affected by the smoke because it's right next to our house. You know, I believe that's a reasonable question to ask. Like, can you just do it over here? Just like if you ask your neighbor, hey, can you not cut the grass so early in the morning? I mean, yeah, I can. Or no, you know what?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I feel like it's a common thing. Like neighbors,
right?
Sometimes neighbors just have requests. It's like, yeah, legally, can I do this because it's my right? Yeah, sure. But you also want to be a kind, considerate sort of neighbor. So there's certain things that you don't do.
So this problematic neighbor calls me and goes left field. Oh, I don't know how they do it in California, but this is how we do it over here. And I'm not gonna be moving the burn pile. We burn it where it's at. I said, whoa. Like, first of all, what you mean? How, from California? Like, don't throw that in my face. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I simply asked you if you can burn somewhere else. Like, he's like, well, I don't know what you expect. He's like, this is how we do it in the country, and this and that, and blah, blah. I was like, okay. I was like, all right, man. And then Shanice kind of chimed in, was like.
So I decided to, like, hop on the phone because I just feel like he was getting so riled up talking to Jeremy for whatever reason. So I thought maybe let me come in and just kind of, like, talk human, especially because I'm the one that's really affected by it because I smell this smoke coming into our home and there's nothing I could do about it. I can't air it out because if I open the windows, that makes it worse. I hop on the phone and I was like, hey, problematic neighbor, the fire is very close to our home. The wind is blowing it right into our home. Even with our windows being closed, we smell the smoke.
The AC units right here, like, sucking all that area.
I was like, I have asthma. Like, it sucks. I literally said that. I was like, it just sucks for us, you know? And he's like, that's impossible. I was like, what's impossible? He was like, that there's smoke in your home. And I'm like, are you calling me a liar? You know? And he's like, I'm not gonna argue. And I'm just like, nobody's arguing. We're just two adults trying to
at this point,
communicate.
I'm fired
and this
up
is
now.
why I call him problematic neighbor because I'm not someone who's argumentative. Like, I'm gonna talk and kind of try to gain some resolution, you know, especially if I'm talking to you for the first time. Like, there's no issue, you know. There's no. Yeah, but we know he's just very, like, frantic and, like, just jumps to, like, being emotional and just goes off all over the place. So I'm just like, nobody's arguing here. We're just trying to come to a resolve, you know? And so he's like not trying to hear and like, no, I'm not calling you a liar. I just think you're incorrect. And I'm just like, was he in here? How dare you say?
I'm really fired up.
Yeah, so that triggered Jeremy.
Because I'm the type of person that, for like those that really know me, I'm real cool, chill. But when you cross that line with me, I'm level 20 and I can't come down from it. That's just what it is. I'm level 20. I try not to get there, but I'm there. So now I snatch my phone back and I say, hey, you know what? Hey, you do what you do. But next time your chickens come on my land, I'm gonna make them disappear. That's basically what I said.
Grabbing the phone because at that point he was triggered by this man talking to his wife a certain way. And so the fact that we just have a request of like, hey, you have all these acres. Yeah, your burn pile is right next to our home. That's where the inconsideration lies because why? You know, like why would you put us in this position to feel uncomfortable, you know? So It's just it's unfortunate. I mean, there's so many ways where we could resolve. There's so many ways where two adults could talk and articulate how we feel without there being drama.
He explained to me the situation with the city, township, whatever, supposedly taking his land because it was supposed to be a street, but they didn't make it a street, so they made it part of this lot and whatever. And I told him, I was like, hey, I wasn't here for all that. I was like, this is when I first met him too. I was like, I wasn't here for any of that. I'm here with my family. This is what it is now. I was like, if you feel like they wronged you in any type of way, by all means, do what you need to do. That's your right. If you want to go fight them, fight them. That's nothing personal with me. Like, do what you do. I've told him that already, and I've been very respectful with him. I told him another conversation, same thing, because he was like, oh, I'm gonna get my lawyers involved to sue the surveyor. Do it. Sue them. If you feel like they wronged you, sue them. I don't care. So now you want to make it personal. So he texted me saying, oh, well, at first I was going to let it slide with the whole property thing, but now I'm going to take you to court, so I hope you have a lot of money. It's like, okay. I said, actually I do. I was like, I'm from California. Of course I have money. Since he wants to say I'm from California, this and that. Because, you know, whatever. Side note, everybody comes out here and gives us quotes and is like, oh, the guy from California has a lot of money, and they give me all these high quotes, right? Yeah. So I threw it back in his face and the rest of the people, right? But anyways, I just told him, I was like, yeah, I'm from California. I was like, I do have money. He kept calling me after I hung up on him, right? So I was like, just delete my number, right? So then he texted me back, oh, yeah, you must be from California because you hung up on me like a bee.
Here's the thing. This is my evaluation because, you know, I think with every problem, there needs to be reflection. First and foremost, we should pray for this man because truly, I believe he's emotionally unstable. I feel like he's a little on the, he's off. He just comes off. But yeah, anyways, Jeremy's still, upset. The last thing that was said, this man called him out his name, you know, and it's just not okay. It's not okay. As his wife, I'm trying to be the help, and like, we are believers, we are Christ followers, and we act as such. We put our emotions aside. It's a spiritual war, right? We are not to get caught up in our flesh and our fleshly desires to act out whatever emotions we feel, because, you know, as a believer, we know that there is a spiritual war. There's a spiritual battle, and it seems like this man is working for the enemy. That's truly the way I see it, you know, and the enemy tries to kill, steal, and destroy, and it just seems like he's been working when it comes to the dealings with this neighbor. And I feel like this was kind of that like last straw for Jeremy, because like he's, you know, he's been trying to be kind, just being more than kind to a person who doesn't deserve it. I think that's the best way to put it, because this man was very disrespectful when we first met him. From the start up until this point, Jeremy has been kind. Jeremy has let a lot of things go that this man has said and done, and he's just done with this man, done trying to be like coexist with him. You know, at this point he's just like, you stay on your property, I stay on mine, you know, and keep your chickens off. It's a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual battle. That's why we are to respond with prayer and not our emotions, you know. Two things that I know that are true. We need to pray for this man. We need to pray for ourselves and the way we handle this man, and really just reflecting on responding better. Maybe I shouldn't have got involved, you know. Maybe Jeremy would have not been triggered. Maybe he wouldn't have hung up on him, you know. There's always just a lot of ways we can do things better, and I think that's all a part of growing. I don't think we should ever stop reflecting on our actions and how we handle things.
Is this breakfast?
Absolutely.
Because for dinner tonight I have fries and seafood. I want pizza and I want a burger and a hot dog bread.
I want ground beef tacos.
You guys are also basic.
Raise your hand if you want tacos.
Taco. Yeah, taco.
Where's your everyone pizza?
I can.
Raise your hand if you want Daddy to cook. What we eating for dinner?
I'm done.
Dang, girl, you ate your food already?
Yes.
I said that.
So that was that day that it actually happened. So how you feeling? How you feeling now about Mr. Problematic Neighbor?
It's been deleted from my memory bank. God's been teaching me to be a better person, to control my emotions. I'm doing pretty good.
Do you forgive Mr. Problematic Neighbor?
He's no longer in my memory bank.
So I'm gonna ask you one last time, sir. Do you forgive Problematic Neighbor?
For what? Forgive him for what?
For all the things he called you. For his actions.
Do I
For
forgive?
everything.
Do I forgive him?
No. Yes. No.
Girls, what does the Bible say about forgiveness?
I don't fully forgive him yet, but I'm getting closer and closer there. Yeah, I say God is challenging me.
Girls, remember our scripture? Ephesians 4:32?
What's that?
Be kind to one another. Tender-hearted.
Forgive him.
Forgiving one another. Even as God in Christ forgave you.
How do you remember that?
I didn't remember. I had to pull it up on my phone.
No, I forgive him. I get flare-ups.
Flare-ups.
Yeah.
Breakfast was good. I don't usually make breakfast like this, especially during the week. But I'm just like trying to give them more nutrition in the morning instead of the same oatmeal, buckwheat, cereal, you know. It's a lot more effort doing a breakfast like this, but you know, today I had time.
Today I got time, cuz.
Coffee was delish. Cheers. Jade and Sade are both upstairs brushing their teeth. Gia's right here still munching and nibbling.
And Jacob's right here.
We're just kind of taking our time. This is the ideal type of morning, except not waking up so late, but just living slow, like not rushing through each moment. And then slow doesn't mean not doing anything and just bumming around. It's just more about how
intentional,
how you go about each moment. Like, are you, because I still have that really bad. Like, I'll be washing a dish, but as I'm washing the dish, I'm like looking around the kitchen like, what am I gonna do after this dish is done, you know, instead of like slowing down, washing the dish, looking out the window, looking at the birds fly by, and you know, it's just a different mentality.
Yeah. And that's why it takes me about an hour. That's why it takes me about an hour to clean the kitchen now, because I just take my time.
No, it's because you staying on your phone. That's why.
I take my time. Most of the time I'm even on my phone, boo.
Yes, you are. Don't you sit here and lie.
I'm slow living.
The amount of times I see this man hunched over, looking at his phone.
Because I'm not rushing. I mean,
while the water's running.
Slow living looks different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I don't have to go to work tomorrow, like I can sit here and be like, just slowly enjoy the cleaning. You know, because me, I'm a person. I love.
You gotta clean to enjoy it, honey.
I love to clean, so I just want the cleaning to last forever. You know that?
No, so what are we doing today? What's on the agenda? What's going on? I need to clean this kitchen first.
Well, I'm gonna lay Gia down at 12, and then I'm gonna take off with the girls to go pick up this attachment from.
Oh, my bike is getting delivered today. They're gonna call me. I forgot the time.
Okay.
That
Well, hopefully I'll be back by then.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that. I want to put that together. I do want to work out. I want to work out on my bike today. So I found this pull behind lawn fertilizer machine thing that hooks up to the back of the mower, and I found it on Facebook Market. But the lady's actually at work. I believe her son's here. She said he's sick, but their little dog is outside, and I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying?
He's right there.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get out right now and attempt to go get this thing real fast.
What thing?
Wish me luck.
Daddy, close the door.
Okay, babe, I'll close the door. Hi, doggy.
For those that know me, they know that I like a nice little bargain. And, you know, I got this for Lolo. She said she only used it like one time and it's like 75 bucks. Actually, I'm paying 50 bucks. Regular price is like 200 or something. So, okay, I see it right there. Hopefully I don't get shot going in these people's barn. Birds all watching me. Y'all see them? What's up, y'all? Ooh, snap. Scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. But I found it. It's right here. Let me put my glove on. Bro, this is why I could not have a barn that's just like wide open. Like, who knows what you're gonna see in here. But this is it right here. We're gonna pull this through. This thing has a flat tire. What's up, Dougie? I just did a little quick inspection of it, and it looks like it has a flat tire, and the arm is bent. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bypass on this bad boy, and just head to Lowe's and just get me a new one, because this ain't it. Well, that was a burnt mission. Went over there for no reason. But it's all good though. It wasn't that far away. It was probably like 8 or 9 miles. But I'm actually gonna order one on Walmart. Walmart actually has it for cheaper than all the other retail places. So it'll be here on Thursday. It's all good though. It's supposed to rain today anyways. I didn't plan on getting out there no time soon. We have some other stuff to take care of. So it worked out. So I just got back to the house right now. Shanice has another task for me to do.
I took up the flooring right there.
Where?
You didn't notice that?
Oh, right here?
Yeah, I'm about to lay full planks and just kind of try again because this is not going to work to cap off that stair. We would have to probably put another one and cut it and then cap it off with one of the stair nose that come with this flooring.
Okay. So you haven't found a 2-inch board for around the doors?
No.
So you expect me just to go find something?
Yeah.
So ABF just got here. It's a shipping company that's shipping Shanice's bike. So I know she's excited about that. Yes.
Yes, honey.
I'm gonna go out here and help this dude. I'm sure he has a pallet jack. Let me go see what's up. Well, y'all, looks like today's gonna be a construction day. Cause Shanice got the itch to do one thing. And that one thing involves this other thing. And then the other thing involves these 3 other things. And I mean, I should have just stayed out. I don't know why I came back home. I should have just stayed out. I just placed an order for Lowe's for some trims that she needed to go around the door, and I just thought that maybe I'll just go get that, and you know that'd be that. But now we're doing the flooring. We took up some stuff. Let me show you what we got going on here. So we basically had this wood part, and it's kind of messing up our flooring situation. So Shanice went ahead and already took that bad boy out. So now I have to cut some more subfloor to cover this part up, and then basically install our new floor over it, and then do the bull nose on the end of it. Which is, I mean, you know, granted, it's past due. We should have been done it. I just didn't feel like doing it today. What you gotta say for yourself?
I'm tired of looking at boot tape. I just am.
I understand, honey bun. I went outside to get her bike, and the guy dropped it off in a big old box right outside of our steps. But now I'm using the box that her bike's in as my little table to cut boards now because we didn't somehow shift it program.
It worked out. You got a table now?
Yeah, you're right. Yep. I hate it here sometimes. Gotta get my measurements in real quick, y'all. I've been doing so much better with this. 4 5/8. Anybody can pull the trigger.
Why you gotta hit it so many times though? I feel like the professionals, they be hitting it 2 times. Smack, smack, and it be in there. You're really trying, huh?
I don't have a heavy hammer either.
Good job, honey. Doing a great job, honey.
Daddy.
That's why I love you, boy. You tired?
Nah.
Why you bring that out?
You know, I gotta bring the big daddy out. You know what I'm saying? Enough being cute. So I'm headed to Lowe's right now. I need more wood boards to level out this flooring real fast. So I'm gonna go in there and have them cut it so I can easily transport it. I got my seatbelt on. So I can easily transport it. I just had a guy right now leave the house to just give us a quote for deck, new patio deck. I actually had another guy come out a couple weeks ago and he lowered his prices. I think he tried to give me the low key, the California prices. You know, apparently we always have an issue with people coming out and seeing our California plates and they assume that we just rich, so they want to give us the California price. But this guy pretty much, his price dropped half of what he had told me in the first place, right? So he can start on the project within like 2 weeks, which is cool, but I kind of like this guy better that came out today. He just seemed like he knew more. So I'm just waiting to see what his quote is. Hopefully it's around the same thing as the other guy, so we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna head to Lowe's real fast and try to get back so Shanice can finish this stuff up so we can be done for the day.
You guys, I don't know what was last said on this vlog, but it is currently 10:44 and we finished that little step. 10 o'clock we finished. Isn't that a shame? I didn't even put together my bike, didn't even work out, didn't make dinner. Like I threw something together for the girls. And right now we're about to eat Buffalo Wild Wings. That's gonna conclude our night. We're about to watch The Bachelorette because I didn't get a chance to watch it yesterday. Today's Tuesday if we haven't mentioned. If you're a Bachelor fan, tap in, let me know. Good morning guys, it's the next morning. I just wanted to show you guys real quick. So this is what it looks like. It looks good. It's not the most professional. It doesn't feel great if I'm gonna be honest. Like what I won't do is be putting all my weight on the edge of this step, but for now it looks good. I mean, it is what it is. We're first time DIYers to doing flooring, so this was a little challenging, but we did it. I'm about to head upstairs and put together this bike so that I could get a lovely workout in. Hopefully it's easy and quick.